Ian!
What?
Is this Rob DeLeo?
Yeah.
Rob DeLeo, the greatest unsung rock bass player of the 1990s.
Yeah.
Interstate Love Song?
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots?
Let's get into it.
So check it out. Today, we're going to be here celebrating this incredible bass line from Interstate Love Song, released in 1994 by the incredible Stone Temple Pilots, the bassist who we believe could be the unsung rock bass hero of the 1990s. He actually wrote this song as well. You're going to be hearing influences of James Jamerson. You're going to be hearing how the verse chords were inspired by Antonio Carlos Jobim, the bossa nova king, and you're going to hear how Rob actually saved Ian when Ian was on tour with Soul Asylum. With that said, let's get into the intro.
Oh, I remember this video.
This bit.
Woo! That's how you know he's a badass. Woo! Come on.
So check it out. This is just such a corker of an intro. Starts off on like a C-sharp minor thing. Up to E, right? So nothing weird's going on there, but this bit, as it hits that E major, he does this. Like that is so incredible. It's actually a triad he's using there, and you're going to see this littered throughout Rob's bass lines.
So true.
Even though it's simple and using the triads, it's something you don't generally see all the time in rock. So he's got this boom, boom, and then he goes to the A, boom, boom. And then this is where this whole Jamerson thing happens. Boom,
yes.
Boom,
so many rockers would use a pentatonic thing, right?
Yeah.
Or right, but this is all the chord tones.
And then back to the A. And even this bit.
Yes.
Again, it's littered with triads because it's an A major. He plays A twice and then open E, A, major third, 5, and then to the E. So boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's killer.
I feel like, most people again would play, something like a pentatonic thing.
It's littered with triads. We've got all of the tab and notation as you would expect down below in the description. Grab it there for free and then follow along in all of these incredible bass lines.
Oh man, I love it.
It's just like perfect, dude.
It really is.
Perfect.
And just to talk about his sound a little bit, he's playing hard with some drive. Like getting that big sound out of the bass.
I've got a clip. Can I share it with you? It's a clip of Rob playing it at a clinic. And even on this clip, it's like he's not playing it live, but you can still see that he's really digging in. Check it out.
Giving it the beans?
The Heinz.
Yes. Yeah, even in that clinic environment, he's hitting it hard.
Killer, right? He's really digging in, isn't he? It's like a real fat sound. And he's also fingering it in a really interesting way as well, because there's some tricky stuff going on, and he's not doing it in the easiest way. I would play it like this. But he doesn't. He's like...
Right. So all in that position. And when I was playing it... But this is very cool.
It's a different vibe because of them open strings, isn't it?
So after he plays... And sometimes I hear...
Yeah, we would debate him. Like, is that an F sharp? Is it a G?
Is it the straight up, pentatonic? Or is it the blues scale? I feel like you can kind of hear it either way, but the real cool chromatic sort of Jamerson-esque thing is that then he comes up and syncopates. You know, so to put that into context, right, we've got this, right? Bum, bum.
Oh, so good.
And then that too. Yeah, it's so good.
It's like a chromatic run from the E down to the D, but he goes...
And then getting into the verse, he does the same thing. And it really sets up both, whether he's returning to that intro riff or whether he's going to the verse. This thing sets up both of them. Okay, so I love YouTube. You probably love YouTube. But let's be honest. It's not the best platform for in-depth teaching. Enter the SBL Academy. At SBL, we break down the bass with a curriculum-driven approach that spans from complete beginner level to super advanced. We also cover all kinds of genres, skills, and techniques, all brought to you by world-class bass instructors. And best of all, you can get started today for free at trysbl.com.
And it's worth pointing out at this point, if we haven't already, Rob actually wrote this song, and I've got a great clip of him here sitting with Rick Beato breaking down the chords and then talking a bit about the inspiration of it as well. Check this out.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's how it started out. And just
something else that I can't get over, and I don't want to go unstated, both of these men, a lovely head of hair.
Lovely. Beautiful. Ugh.
So jealous.
Let's push that to one side.
I mean, the chromatic stuff that happens in there.
It's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Just break that down slowly. So it starts on like a C sharp, right?
Yep. So we're playing the C sharp figure. But even that's Jamerson, right? This roll. And I'm getting a little left hand muting, so it sounds, a little more kind of sneaky. But I think, man, Rob's playing. You know what I mean? He's really giving it the beans. But that's a cool thing where you just take your first finger, right, and kind of roll it back and forth. So I'm not using two fingers, like first and second finger, to get that. I'm using my first finger. And then that, right? We goes the half step down to the C.
Cool.
Then again here. Open A, back to the riff for a moment, they come back to the verse. And again, if that's sort of like whizzed by you, if you're like, fellas, slow down, you can always rewind the video, slow it down. Or, Scott, what do they got to do?
Have a notation, dudes, down there in the description. We did it for you. Now, before we get into the chorus, which is another great example of some incredible bass playing and bass lines, dude, tell us the Soul Asylum story.
Oh, okay. So I got a chance to play a few shows with Soul Asylum a number of years ago. And I will never forget showing up to the gig, and I had my bass. I was playing my bass, about here, right?
Are you sure you didn't have a bit of Mark King going on back there? Like
right here. No, it's the Billy Sheehan thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to sit, and then when you stand, it should be the same.
Yeah.
So I think, though, I had enough rock and roll sense that I was certainly not Mark King. I might have even been a little lower. It might have been here. Dave Perner actually said to me, "That bass go any lower, man?" And I was like, "Oh," and I came home and told my wife, and she said, well, how low do you have your strap? I'm like, pretty low. And she's like, is it as low as it can go? And I said, no. And she said, take the strap and put it as low as it can go. When I put the strap on and I made it as low as it could go, to me, it was like, well, this is unplayable, right? So if you do that and you put the strap on and you stand up, what happens is, right, you have this stance, okay?
Yeah.
And this feels really difficult with this hand. But Rob DeLeo saved me. The technique of him playing. All you have to do is this. And then check it out. Suddenly, you have this hand feels actually really comfortable. Right? And this hand is fine too. Thank you, Rob.
Instant rock vibes, and you can still play your instrument. Check this out. I've got a clip of Rob playing with the, what we'll call from now on, the DeLeo stance. Look at it.
Oh yeah. Come on. I didn't have the shades, though. I should have had the shades.
Dude, you didn't have the shades. You didn't have the shades. Never mind.
It's like a masterclass. It's incredible.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible.
It's wild.
And again, I'm not sure whether I got it absolutely bang on when he was playing the record, but I got sort of like 95% of it right. and it's actually incredibly similar to the intro. It's the same chords.
Right.
It kind of starts out with the boom, boom, boom. Little more busy.
That device again.
It's got that device, that on that. It's like that triad on the E.
Yeah.
That bad boy. Boom, boom.
Jeez, that's so good. Ugh.
It's like a real masterclass in how to create really interesting bass lines that have like real musical depth and they're just coming from a different place, but stylistically fit right in. With that said, all of our hats off to Rob DeLeo for laying it down and doing one for the bassists. I don't see that. I don't see that noggin very often there, Ian. You should get that. Look. Got a bit of
that out and
got a bit of a fresh shave.
Yeah, I got a bit of a fresh shave. Got to get it out in the sunlight a little, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, with that said, thanks so much for hanging out today, guys. Tab and notation down below. We'll see you in the next one.